after waking up to another spectacular morning at Mono Lake. I'm looking forward to a great last day to cap off this amazing solo trip exploring the Mono Basin. No ghost towns or abandoned mining camps to explore today, but I am expecting some jaw-dropping scenery and some of the most technical riding of the trip as I try to climb to the summit of Copper Mountain, where I expect some incredible views of Lundy Lake and the entire Mono Basin. Finally, I'll cross back into California over the Sonora Pass, one of the most scenic and twisty rides in the entire Sierra Nevada. Nice little steep hill climb here. Sure am glad I decided to chance it, at least so far. It's a nice little two-track, a little rocky, but no sand, and so far so good. Let's hope it stays that way. Oh, these views are just incredible. There's a storm coming in from the west today, so the temperature is about 20 degrees cooler than yesterday. Very comfortable 70 degrees or so. What else could I ask for? The trail turns off from the ridge here and starts twisting through some forest glades. It's crazy windy up on this ridge, and the trail's getting a little rougher as I get closer to the peak. Got knocked off my line, and now I'm a little stuck in this rock garden. Just need to regain a little bit of momentum to get back up and on the pegs. The trail dives back into the forest again and starts to disappear between the downed trees and the rock outcroppings. Very loose, kind of a fine, dusty, loose track with a bunch of rock gardens thrown in for good measure. As I'd hoped, the summit of Copper Mountain has an incredible panoramic view, with Lundy Lake and the walls of the Sierra on one side, and the entire expanse of the Mono Basin on the other. The wind feels like it's going to knock me over and send me flying over the edge. Definitely not drone flying weather, but I decide to risk it to capture this incredible view. It's too windy to hang out on the ridge for very long, and so I start looping my way back toward the freeway. time to go. About 30 miles north of Copper Mountain, I stopped for gas at Bridgeport, another town from the mining heyday in this part of the country. But unlike the ghost towns I explored yesterday, this one is still alive and well. Looks like the guys from Sierra Nevada Adventures are just finishing up their trip as well. After a quick coffee at what must be one of the most scenic gas stations I've ever been to, I saddle up to complete the final stretch of the trip, a run over the Sonora Pass. It's still sunny here, but the summit is hidden behind a wall of ominous, fast-moving clouds. It looks like I'll be climbing the Sonora Pass in storm conditions. Quick wardrobe change before heading into the storm. Throw on my waterproof jacket liner and my winter gloves. Should be good to go. These may not be the best riding conditions. The storm does make these already imposing monoliths look even more dramatic. The final stop of the trip is at the Columns of the Giants, just over the summit on the banks of the Stanislaus River. This strange geologic formation was formed when a lava flow rapidly cooled and shattered into these hexagonal basalt posts about 5 million years ago. These formations occur all over the world, with probably the most famous example being the Giant's Causeway in Ireland.